Welcome to War Thunder with Subdued. How y'all doing today? Well, you can see by the condition of my plane that I didn't have such a good time in the last match. Now, I'm not blaming the guy that shot me down. Um, he was doing his job. I was doing my job. My job was taking out ground targets. What I am upset about, though, and something that should everyone that flies like an A7 or an A4 or Su-17 or a Jaguar or an AJ-37, everyone that flies one of those types of planes should be absolutely freaking livid with Gaijin for not giving a bonus for doing your job, which is taking out ground targets. And I'm not talking about the strategic targets, which are a joke. I'm talking about taking out legitimate ground targets, pillboxes, AAA, artillery, howitzers, that sort of thing. Tanks, armored cars, vehicles. These are the things that planes like the A7, the A4, the Sky Raiders, the ILs, the Stormovics, that's exactly what they were supposed to be doing. And if you're not doing that mission, you're wasting your plane. Yeah, somebody's going to be like, "Oh, yeah, well, I can do air to air. I got AIM-9Js and I got a Vulcan." Like, okay, great. You've got AIM-9Js and a Vulcan. You are not in a fighter. You're in a strike aircraft, an attacker. If we had the YA7 Foxtrot F, which is a supersonic version of this plane, I could understand doing the pure fighter thing. We do not have the YA7F. We've got the A7D and the A7E. We don't have the capability of actually dealing with fighters in these aircraft. Yes, somebody's going to be like, "Well, I'm an ace in one." I'm like, okay, great, you're an ace. Who cares? You're not making the point here. The point of the matter is, this plane is for taking out ground targets. But do we get a bonus for that? No. The rewards for using this plane the way it's supposed to be used should be considerably higher. Yes, you get the basic air-to-air kill bonuses, and you should with this plane. It actually should be an even higher bonus for one reason. It ain't designed for air-to-air combat. It's designed for air-to-ground combat. It's designed to hover over a battlefield and put ordnance on target. And it should get the bonuses for that. Taking out ground targets, taking out tanks, taking out armored cars, taking out vehicles, taking out AAA, taking out howitzers, taking out pillboxes, taking out machine gun emplacements. I think I've covered everything that rolls around or drives around on the ground or is stationary on the ground. That's what these planes were designed to do. And they should get a premium bonus for doing their job. Like I said, I'm not upset with the guy that was driving the Biggin or the Draken and who punched me out of the sky. It happens. But the rewards I got for taking out 6 ground targets before he took me out really aren't worth it. They just really are not worth it. Especially with a plane that's subsonic like this one. Now, if I was flying a MiG-27 or a Su-17 or even a Jaguar, which are supersonic, and barely in the case of the Jaguar, I would be able to hit my targets and leave the area quickly. This plane, not so much. The A4, not so much. And that's a problem. We're going out in front of everybody. Now, yes, everyone can catch up and pass us if they're flying in the same direction. Most of the time, they're not. And in War Thunder, it's a every man for himself. You're flying an attacker? You're stupid. No, that's not stupid. That's using the plane the way it was designed to be used. You may not like that, but that's what it is. It's a strike aircraft. It's an attack aircraft. It is designed to do strikes against ground targets. And honestly, I wouldn't fly this thing to just go bomb a base. It's not worth it. Because at that point, you are really looking to get shot down on your way in. I mean, doing a nose-to-nose pass with a MiG-27 probably is contraindicated because of the all-aspect R60Ms. He can punch you out of the sky in the face, even if you've got your countermeasures primed. Not to mention that 30mm cannon of his is quite devastating. Not to mention scary looking when the fire is directed at you. But that's about it. I mean, the economy really needs some sledgehammer adjustments. If you don't know what a sledgehammer is, it's about 12 pounds of steel on the end of a stick. And it's used for making big rocks into little rocks. Well, in this case, the economy needs to be shattered and then reassembled properly. Gaijin, please do your job. Give these planes the bonuses they deserve for doing the job they were designed to do. Fighters should be getting top tier bonuses for killing other airplanes and getting lesser bonuses for going after ground targets. Strike aircraft, on the other hand, should get massive bonuses for going after strike targets and standard bonuses for going after aviation assets. Now I know this plane was basically added for the ground forces side of the game. But even if it was added for the ground forces side of this game, it is still flyable in realistic air battles. And, arcade air battles and simulator air battles. But it's no fun to fly a plane like this when it's a death sentence. These planes should be starting well behind the airfield and flying into the battlefield. Why? Because planes like this are slow. I can understand the MiG-27 getting a runway takeoff. I can see the same thing with the Jaguars and the Su-17 and the AJ-37. They're fast, much faster than an A7 or an A4. If we had the A5, the Vigilante, and have it accoutramented to carry weapons properly, not just nuclear, the Vigilante could get an air start, or get a runway start also. If we had the YA7F, which is the prototype for a supersonic Corsair 2, of which 2 were built. Just realize that plane could carry 17,000 pounds of ordnance. This plane carries 12. 17,000 pounds of ordnance. And it has an afterburning engine, an F-100 afterburning engine. It's a little longer, but it was in running to replace the A7E and A7D in U.S. service. But the National Guard decided to get stupid and said, "Oh, go F-16. It's a go fast." Yeah, you stupid people. You should have stuck with this platform. Alright, that's enough. This subdude signing off. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. We'll catch you in the sky and air realistic on the good maps, of which there are so damned few. Take care, folks.